Steinberg coming at you. This is part 6 of our Amalur series. Just a quick refresher, last time we took care of Recipe for Trouble, which is the quest from Nani Hanri, where we had to break up those crates of whatever disease she concocted, and we did a little bit of Ost's Commendation. Thinking we probably finish Ost's Commendation, and we'll probably go to... Yeah, we'll probably go to the Summer Court today as well. And of course, I was away for a little bit. I was on vacation. So just a reminder to anyone jumping back on after a little while, or if you're new to the channel, we are doing a challenge here where I am not going to be crafting anything, and I'm also going to be ignoring all of the merchants and everything, so I'm not going to buy anything from them at all. Reason I'm doing that is just because, especially for the crafting, a lot of times you get stuff that'll just be game breaking even on very hard, and so we want to try to avoid that type of stuff. And as far as the merchants, I really just want to see how it affects the game if you kind of are left to your own devices and just get what the game drops.
Hello.
Oh, actually, in order to go to the Summer Court, we gotta do a little bit of pre-work for that. It's not exactly true, but I want to advance this quest before we go to the Summer Court. Got him. Got him. Get wrecked. Got a lore stone again. I'm not going to be letting the audio play.
If I have to live for the rest of my life without him knowing, well then I'll deal with that. I think there's something to be said for it. I think it's noble. Yeah, I could tell someone, but that's just asking for praise. What makes it an act of kindness is that nobody knows, or at least that he doesn't know. I let him have the glory. No one has to know his arrow missed. He saved the town.
Health.
He's a hero.
I mean, early game, that's pretty nuts. But at the same time, I don't really want to take up inventory space, especially with not buying additional backpack space from merchants. We'll think about that. The rest of that we'll take for sure. Alrighty then. There we go. Finesse item, sorcery item, we'll take the rest. Couple of reagents. Oop. And some gold, nice.
May your hollow gods keep you mortal. I am called Aery. Your face is new to me. You're different from those in Gorhart. They amuse me, and I strive to learn all I can from them. Have you come to ask about the Tuatha? I can offer only what I know, and hope it will suffice. Yes, I witnessed this crime, although I did not recognize the one who perpetrated it. It is often difficult to distinguish one mortal from another. The victim was Illuvia, but I knew her only by name. You must be hoping that I can offer advice, but I cannot. If she is meant for the Great Cycle, then so be it. However, I would be quite interested to find out
Yo,
whether one of
Cheese,
my
how's it
kind
going,
would
man?
benefit from one of your mortal remedies. I've always wondered. It will need to be powerful. Your delicate forms are far more sensitive than ours. In fact, it's astounding that you survive as long as you do. Perhaps your mortal apothecary can provide one. You can always create the potion yourself if you possess the skill. Farewell.
I'm doing well, brother. Just got back from a little time away. You been doing Amalur lately, or you been on anything else? Trash that there. No. Oh, word, off doing anything good?
Don't start any trouble.
Can't start any trouble. Shut up. That's hilarious, man. I was in Mexico too.
You're welcome in my shop anytime, and please enjoy a discount on all services and merchandise.
Oh yeah, so
I'm sure I have a vial somewhere in this cottage, but I do not have the time to search for it. I'm sorry.
we can buy one
Goodbye.
from Nani, but firstly, I'm not buying anything from merchants. And secondly, if we explore her basement a little bit, I know we find one around here. Ooh, but somebody's looking. Aw, you bum. But yeah, man, I was down in Cancun. Really wild if you tell me that's where you were. Oh, and here we have our first taste of alchemical stuff. So we're gonna mix up some potions. This is gonna be huge for our challenge where we're not buying anything. So here you go to create. Obviously, we haven't done any potion mixing lately, so we're not gonna have any recipes yet. But we'll be able to experiment, and from previous playthroughs, I know that Black Kohash plus Ember Eyes, we can go ahead and start that experiment, and lo and behold, that's our minor health potion. And just mash A and create as many of those as we can.
Need supplies? Try the corner shop.
But yeah, so Cancun was awesome, man. The blue water was nuts, and I grew up going to like the Jersey Shore, which like it was wild to try to smell the ocean air, and I feel like the Jersey Shore you almost get like just constant smell of low tide, whereas in Cancun you just smell salt water and it's just like it smells cleaner. It was wild. It threw my wife off actually. She was like, I think the Jersey Shore is just nostalgic for her, so she was kind of missing that smell. But personally, I preferred the cleaner air, I feel like. And I think.
Can you believe those marks?
So my wife and I did one of those like stupid timeshare presentations where you get like this ridiculous cheap vacation, and they obviously we didn't buy anything, so now they want another crack at us, and I think they're sending us to Cabo next, so I'll have to pick your brain on what to do around there.
You made it. Just in time, too. Give me the potion. It will help, but it's not enough. Someone must go to the Fae and explain what happened here. One small misunderstanding and we'll no longer just be strangers to the Fae. We'll be enemies. You're turning out to be very helpful, my friend. You have my gratitude. I'll see to it that you're honored. Rumor says that the House of Ballads has its headquarters not far from here, in Glendara to the northeast. Try to gain entrance if you can. Farewell.
Nice to see you.
Oh man. Geez, I'm sure you know this from your playthrough, but with these slower weapons, man, it's so tough, or it's so important rather, to get the aim right the first time. Oh, where'd they give you excursions to?
Miralim's embrace, the summer manifests as an immortal fae. You know her, him, it, as the resplendent warrior, or the ardent conqueror. You mortals named him King Issa. In the youth of your people's memory, you bore witness to Issa's exploits. He is your legend of might and eminence. Come, listen to a tale of Issa and On, the Godstorm, the Withering War.
mess items.
What is it? Don't bother me.
Two Legs, please help me. Other Two Legs are cruel. They will not help. No, I am cursed. You believe me? Many think I am just another Two Legs. They are wrong. I am a wolf, cursed to wear this shape by evil sprites as some cruel game. I still have wolf thoughts in my head, but two-leg bodies are so clumsy, they can't even catch dumb meat birds. I must be changed back. The sprites are near. Even now I smell them, but I cannot fight in this form. Will you help, Two Legs? Thank you, Two Legs, but the task will not be easy. I need water from a magic well, guarded by the sprites that cursed me. Be warned, the sprites have much magic, for the well they guard is older than this wood, and from that they draw their power. Well.
Dude, that all sounds like a blast. My wife was the one that designed the itinerary for our Cancun vacation, so we didn't do any of that. She's much more like, oh, let's sit by the pool and read type. But you need that kind of vacation every so often, I guess. Trash scepter. Happy wife, happy life, man.
I was told of ancient days when wise priestess Beala Tirin to goddess Lyria spoke. The people, remembering all after war, called for Durek's fate. Slay them, the foul and wretched tribe, said Dokalfar. Spare them, the poor and miserable beasts, cried Losalfar. Their minds, depraved and hatred poisoned, twisted. Alfar struck Alfar over.
I don't know what to do. Why go to a Fate Weaver? Why? Sometimes I don't feel this way. Sometimes it's reassuring, but not right now. Not when it's so close. I still think it's a blessing. Talking to that Fate Weaver means I can make good on the time I have left. But how can I tell my family? It's like erasing the smiles from their faces, or like killing the joy in their hearts. Why would I do that? So I don't feel guilty about deceiving them? Isn't that just selfish? Is it completely selfish to not tell them, so I don't have to see them upset? But facing this alone, truly alone, I can't do it.
Finesse, sorcery. I don't want any of that.
Proceed no farther, mortal. You're not one of our kind, and the seat of Sir Sagrael will never be occupied by one so mundane. Hallam the White prepares the contest, and he must not be interrupted at this, our time of greatest need. No doubt you speak of Illuvia, impetuous fool. I told her to avoid your settlement, to avoid Odorath altogether. She never listened to my warnings. I will chastise her appropriately upon her return. It is a loss, yes, but not the first unexpected event in this telling. What happened?
Once again, we come to one of those dialogue choices that I feel like could have had some effect if this game was programmed to its full potential, but you know, maybe we'll get something like that in the sequel here.
Yes, I have noticed a growing number of humans in Dalentarth. It must be this war. I can't say I understand it. Oh, yes, your kind usually expects some form of trophy for good deeds. A bauble or prize? Perhaps another time. If you would be so kind as to deliver this message. We mean the people of Gorhart no ill will. They have nothing to fear from us.
Listen, all of you. As you've clearly heard, this does not concern you, mortal. You would not, could not, understand. One of our most beloved heroes has fallen. Sir Sagral's passing leaves his legend in peril. A seat in the House of Ballads cannot remain empty, lest the great stories end. And that must never happen. You are bold, but that is not how tales are told in the House of Ballads. Only a worthy Fey hero may finish his quest, complete a story. However, these are strange times. Magic weaves itself in new patterns and change. It is the one thing with which we Fey have no experience. If you so choose, join the other pledges. You too may attempt to defeat the Grave Fresh, recover Sagral's ring, and take his seat in the House of Ballads. Go now.
Alright, and that's the last cutscene for a little bit. We gotta run and turn in a quest here. But yeah, man, I'm liking the hammer a lot more than the great swords. I tried the great sword in a different playthrough. Personally, I found it super slow and clunky. It's one of the only weapons in this game that I haven't seen like flow really well as far as combat goes. I know you were away from the game for a little bit and kind of coming back into it. How have you felt, getting reacquainted with that great sword, man? Man, with a cool name like Ruthless Scepter, you'd have thought it would be really good. 8% crit hit damage. No thanks. Punk. I mean, obviously the just the basic attack there is pretty slow, but pretty quickly you can unlock the charge attack with them, and then that's pretty good. And then I just unlocked in our skills, or in our abilities rather. What was this? The from block. So from block you can hit them with a kick, and then another knock and a quick big swing. Yeah, the fluidity I'm finding on these a lot better, personally, versus great swords. Oh wow. There's the other Crass Brothers blade, so we gotta take that over to Odura. Bottle of Verani wine. I feel like this might be a quest item, but I feel like I always think that in these playthroughs, and then it never ends up being. I'll hold on to it just in case. Why not? Chakrams we're not using. Oh, out of inventory space. There we go. Oh, staff we're not using, longbow we're not using, and who needs a flame guard? So few enemies in this game deal fire damage. Oof. Oh no. Bruh. Ooh. Man, oh man. Groups of sprites are so tough. There we go. Oh, no, you don't. So that's the first part of this quest. The second part is annoying.
You come to me empty-handed. What is the meaning of this? The well holds powerful magic, as old as these trees. Our elders told us its true name. Your two-legged kind might call it the well that wanders. Throughout the forest, it would vanish and reappear, like a wolf on hunt. But what prey it seeks. Before I was cursed, I remember strongly atop the water was the scent of leechwood. Perhaps the well seeks that.
And now a nice long run over to Ost. If I was any further, I would definitely have just fast traveled, but kind of like grinding experience early game. So if we run into anything that we can kill, then we'll do that. Man, even this group of boggarts hasn't respawned. Ugh. Fine.
Done. No one will miss those two. Take this to Shieldring Keep and speak to Tyne Delfric. He'll set you to work on my word alone. Next time I see you,
You made it. You're back. I was so worried that the Fae had taken out the revenge on you. As usual, I was wrong. The Fae has recovered, thanks to your potion. In fact, she wishes to stay in the village for the next several weeks as she recovers. Goreheart will be a new community, a place of compassion, and it's thanks to you. Please, take my sword and buckler. They will serve you well, as they have served me. Bye now.
Late, dude. Alright, people. That will do it for this episode of our Kingdoms of Amalur playthrough and challenge. Big shout out to Cheese and Things joining us on the stream. Check out his content as well, as I've influenced him to try out hammers. And we'll catch y'all next time.